What's up, YouTube? This is so much fun. This is so much fun, man. I don't know. I can't see to see if I'm in focus. I can go by the hat. Hope I'm in focus. Hey, check it out. Breaking news feeds are leaking. Feds leak. It's leaking a call to call. Wait a minute. I can barely see this, man. Breaking news. Feds likely to call on Jennifer Lopez as Diddy trial almost begins. Yeah, they gotta call somebody. Yeah, man. So we have Big Ticket again. We stay on Big Ticket's channel, dog. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Hey, let's check this bad boy out. Let's see.
So everybody tapping on in. Press 2 if y'all can hear me.
Tapping on in.
In the comments, got a mic
Shout
check.
out
1
to
2 1 2.
everybody.
Today
Checking out
is
this-
court. Today
Damn,
is
wish I could
court.
see
Diddy
it
goes
over
back
there.
to court today.
Clear.
And one of the final hearings before his trial starts,
hoping-
unless they push it back, which is
Here we
going to
go.
be a big topic of discernment today. A lot of things are going to get brought up in court today. And first of all, let me start by saying shout out to the brother Ceddy Nash, man. I love what he do, love his channel, man. But I have to disagree with him on some things he said. I heard him say that he thinks that the feds don't have a strong case against Diddy and this, that, and the third. And I just totally disagree with that.
I think he got a very strong
They turned down
case.
this man's $50 million bail package and bail request 3 times, 3 different judges. And all the judges said because of the preponderance of evidence.
Yes.
Let me remind everybody again. The judges said, all 3 judges, Diddy appealed all the way up to Judge 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦, and all of them rejected his bail package. Even the final judge, Judge 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦, who's overseeing this case right here, he said, based on the preponderance of evidence that I've seen, under no circumstances can I release this man. He's done, bro. This man put up a $50 million bail package, got rejected by 3 different judges, right?
So
he appealed
basically-
those times. He gave up on the appeal.
So basically, the judge see way more stuff than what we see. You know, they're gonna have to explain this, but judge, look at this. How can you explain this? Look at this video. Look at this video. How can you explain this? This is what we're presenting. Don't let this man out. Look what he done. The judges are seeing it. If you was a judge and saw that stuff, you would be like, bail denied, click up.
He's out of here, bro. Now the feds, you can say, hey, the feds play dirty. I told you they was gonna do this.
They don't
So
play
he says,
dirty.
well, why would the feds, and you asked a question, Ceddy, so I'm responding to what you said. You said, why would the feds, if they had a strong case, bring all these other shit? Because they don't trust Diddy, nigga. They don't trust that nigga. Straight like that. They feel like he gonna witness tamper, and all the things that they said coming up into this trial. They probably talked to Cassie, and Cassie's told them, and other witnesses have told them how this nigga operate. So they know they have to move on this nigga a certain type of way. Plus, that's Diddy's fault he asked for a speedy trial. If Diddy didn't ask for a speedy trial, they'd have hit his ass for more charges anyways, because once again, as they're investigating him and they're doing more investigations and they're doing more interviews, more people, more information is always coming forward. And so they might say, hey, man, this case is bigger than what we thought it was going to be. We already had him on this, but damn, we going to hit him with this, and this.
Yeah.
Because as you continue to investigate, you see more things. You're like, damn, I didn't even know all that. Shit, we had him on this right here, but okay, we will go ahead and bring this in here. That's why you have Diddy's lawyers trying to throw out all this other evidence. That is why I said we're here where we're at right now with Jennifer Lopez.
Here we go.
Smash the like button as y'all come on in.
A little bit.
His ass is fried, bro. I don't give a damn if he hired Brian Steele. I don't give a damn if he hired Lexington Steele. His ass is grass.
Gone.
According to reports, you guys, Jennifer Lopez. You guys see it on your screen. Katie Shellen did a video and she nailed it. The feds have done their homework 1,000%. They've dotted I's and crossed T's. That's what you do in cases like this. He says, oh, well, their case must not have been so strong. Bro, their case was strong enough the man lost 3 $50 million bail packages. Who does that?
3.
And if you look at the quotes from the judge, every time the judge says, hey, man, based off the evidence I see here, there ain't no way I can let this man released. There ain't no way. They had evidence of witness tampering, all of these things that the judge saw. He rejected a $50 million bail 3 times. 3 different judges. Bro, come on, let's not do this. Let's not give the people false hope on this man. His ass is going to prison.
False hope.
Anybody
Facts.
think Diddy is innocent? I don't know what, I can't tell you nothing. You
Facts.
get rejected a $50 million bail 3 times.
3
and
times.
The judges all say, hey man, because of the preponderance of evidence that I see here, I cannot let this man go. Unbelievable stuff, man. And see, they're ignoring all of the things that's in the RICO. They're saying, oh, they got a weak case. How they got a weak case? They have evidence, bro. They got videos, footage, photos, all of these things, text messages. They've already told you. They got 20 TBs of information on this dude. And what you going to do? You're going to listen to Diddy's lawyers? Diddy's lawyers have lied about everything so far about this case. But they're fighting this one. I showed you yesterday. And Diddy's lawyers did that filing yesterday. Said you didn't address this, man. You didn't address this right here. How Diddy's lawyers talked about that minor victim they brought up, sir. Right? That they're going to use to corroborate with evidence things that they're charging Diddy with pertinent to this trial. It's a wrap, dog. It's a wrap, dog. He ain't pass and go. That nigga ain't collecting $200. His ass going to prison, dog, for the rest of his life. And it's going to be a reality hit to all these people that's running around here believing that this shit is fairy tale. It ain't. But back to Miss J-Lo. So according to reports, and shout out to the reports, it says Jennifer Lopez faced being dragged into ex-Sean Diddy Combs' high-profile sex trafficking trial as prosecutors seek to use evidence from the infamous 1999 club shooting that led to both stars being arrested. The singer then boyfriend Diddy were at the club New York in Manhattan, December 27, 1995, when gunfire broke out into the venue. The music mogul was accused of firing a gun in a shootout that left 3 people injured, including Natalia Rubin, who was struck in the face but miraculously survived, thank God. Both J-Lo and Diddy were arrested in relation to the incident, but Lopez was not charged and Combs was later acquitted. Diddy's lawyers are now fighting to exclude the incident from the evidence in his upcoming trial, which is due to begin in May. Now, what are they talking about? Why is this pertinent to the upcoming trial?
Facts.
Because they're going to use allegations and situations and witnesses to say, hey, Diddy paid us off. He tampered with this case. They're going to use that in court on multiple occasions, bro. The guy who said that Diddy bribed him to take the gun, yeah, they're going to bring him in.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
All this other stuff that's outside, all this other shit that's on the sidelines, they're finna bring this, stack this up, and bring this in to corroborate their evidence and the things that they're already saying in court. Oh, they gonna stack his ass up real high.
It's ridiculous, man.
They gonna stack his ass up real high.
Wow. I forgot all about
you
the
said,
guy
hey, man,
that
why
tried
they
to take the bribery.
They gonna always come as much as they can come with. Diddy asked for a speedy trial. That's his fault. He asked for a speedy trial. And you know the feds is going to hit you with, and you said, oh, why would the feds come out? Because they don't trust Diddy. The feds wasn't going to give Diddy their strategy and their game plan early. They was going to hit him light early, even though they knew they had enough then, and then hit him heavy late in the ball game.
Let's play by the book. Let's play by the rules. That's what you got to do.
That crushing blow once he really thought that, oh, yeah. Man, listen, Diddy lawyers have lied this entire time. They lied about the Cassie tape being destroyed. They lied about the baby. They lied about baby oil at Costco, bro. Come on, man. What are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
They've lied about every single thing pretty much.
You can buy it at Costco. We don't sell baby oil.
And this is the reason why the feds said, hey, you know what? We got to play this game differently with this guy. Because he's surgical with that thing. See what I'm saying? They don't trust Diddy. So they're not going to march out everything early, allow him to allegedly be able to get to these witnesses and stuff. Because remember, they accused him of witness tampering and showed evidence in his bail hearings. The judge spoke on this. Go back to the bail hearing transcripts and read them. The judge spoke on this. Then yesterday, I showed you last night, just with one victim, victim number two, they already have shown 236 media files, photos and videos produced on March 4th, 2025. And they actually put their references in that writing to show why they could march this out at this time. And they shown other cases that they've done the same thing, that it's been allowed. Read the paperwork, bro. It's all in the paperwork. Devil's in the details, brother. That nigga ain't getting out that he's done.
Finish. That's it.
It's over with, bro. They got an airtight case. Trust me. That nigga's gonna get a reality check when he take his ass to court. But let's get back to J-Lo. Let's get back to her.
We're getting closer.
So it says Diddy lawyers are now fighting to exclude that shooting incident from his upcoming trial, which is due to begin in mid-May, according to legal filings obtained by the dailymail.com. It says court documents filed early this month reveal that the Bad Boy founder is also seeking to exclude the notorious video of him beating up his ex-girlfriend, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Ventura. So he's trying to get that tape excluded too by saying, oh, they tampered with the evidence. Did you hear what that bum said about that tape? Diddy said that his lawyers are saying, oh, the tape made him look bigger than what he was. Is these things crazy? Are they crazy? They went and got some ex-cop to say, hey, this video looks like makes Diddy look bigger than what he was. Are they, what you think, bro? And they ain't even addressing that ass whooping he put on Cassie, which is under the RICO as well.
Damn.
The RICO, he facing life for the RICO alone. Just for the RICO, just for the racketeering, he facing life. Right? You know, the fires on the cars, right? The beating up these women, all this shit. Right? The threats, the coercing. That's the reason why they're bringing in all of these other. They did the same thing to Harvey Weinstein, laid out the same playbook. Look it up. So it says, Diddy's lawyers are now fighting to exclude the incident from evidence in his upcoming trial, which is beginning to do in May. It says court documents filed earlier this month reveal that the Bad Boy founder is also seeking to exclude a notorious video of him beating up his ex-girlfriend, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Ventura, from the case, arguing that nobody could authenticate it. BS. First, he said the long version was erased and didn't exist. That was a lie. Another lie. His team is liars. Those guys are professional liars. Period. They getting called out.
That's why the other guy left.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's why he left.
The man upstairs coming to clean this shit up, man. Diddy also wants the judge to not allow evidence from his third accuser, known as Victim 3, because it would, quote unquote, outrage the jury. Let me repeat that line again. Diddy also wants the judge not to allow evidence from his third accuser, known as Victim 3. He don't even want the evidence shown to the jury because he knows it would outrage the jury if they saw that evidence.
That's when you know you
evidence,
wrong.
not no innuendos, not no testimony, nigga. Nope. Not no fake here or there. Evidence. Read the paperwork now. Diddy also wants the judge not to allow evidence from his third accuser, known as Victim number 3, because it would outrage the jury.
Dang, young. Damn it, John.
The 55-year-old has pleaded not guilty to 5 counts of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Opening statements on the trial are set to begin on May the 12th, but jury selection will get underway a week before then. Diddy's lawyers made their pitch to the judge in motions that are usually filed this close to a trial and are one of the last chances for the defense to shape up what will be kept back from the jury.
5. They got him on 5 counts. They charging him. All you got to do is be guilty on 1 and you going to jail. You got 5 counts and you got 5 other witnesses that's getting ready to testify. They called to the stand. 5 people. All you got to do is believe 1. And the one you believe don't even have to be Cassie. Poor thing. She the one that got a video out that they claim they edited. How much editing can you need to do to make it look like it ain't what it's supposed to be? What you see. What you see is what you see. I don't care if they slowed it down or speed it up. If you want to see him beating on the girl faster or slower, which you pick one, or normal speed. It don't make no sense, man.
Diddy's trying to fight to keep all this stuff away. He ain't gonna be able to do it. The feds ain't stupid. What the feds did was they went up all his other problems that he's had.
The judge ain't stupid.
They walking that shit down.
The court system ain't stupid.
They going to get people to corroborate, talk about how he allegedly paid them off, all of this shit.
Y'all got to remember,
to show
man.
This is how he will do with witnesses.
Hold up, y'all got to remember that the feds, it's a case, the feds versus Diddy. So it's not like the feds, when they ask, when Diddy side is asking not to show this, that, or third or whatever, it ain't up to the feds because they will, of course, say no. It's up to the court system. The court got to say, no, this could be evidence and this could be thrown out. The court is the one to decide on what you can and cannot use. Not the feds. That's the other team. You got to remember that. A lot of people get that twisted up that the feds is part of the court system. Diddy against the court system and the feds. It don't work like that.
This is how he moved. They're dotting their I's and crossing their T's on every end with this dude.
Right. They got to prove, the feds got to prove that Diddy did all this stuff to the
Diddy
court.
Lawyers made their pitch to the judge in motions. Yeah. So it says the fact prosecutors are aiming to use the club New York shooting means that Jennifer Lopez seems set to be mentioned during the trial. It says, you says Google Jennifer Lopez, none of it shows up. You a lying ass nigga. Are you a lying ass nigga? You want to put this on the screen right now, sir? You want to put this on the screen right now? You lying ass nigga? Hold on. So let me go ahead and expose this lying ass nigga right here.
Somebody that don't know how to
This
Google.
Nigga's a liar. This nigga's a liar. You a liar and you going to the pits of hell, boy.
Boy. My man be like, he go hard. Big Ticket go hard on his people.
He said that if you Google J-Lo and Diddy,
Jennifer
this ain't gonna come up.
To be questioned.
You lying ass, capping ass nigga. It comes up as a top story, nigga. Hold up.
Jennifer Lopez.
I'm gonna put this for you right here.
You ain't Google. Maybe you misspelled her name like I do or something.
And then I'm gonna block this nigga afterwards.
No, don't block him, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm gonna block this nigga afterwards. It's in the court documents, Janet jackass. The hell is wrong with you? I read the court documents last night. All this stuff is in the court documents. It's been 25 filings in the last 48 hours.
They don't read the court
What's wrong with
documents.
these people on YouTube? Hold on, let me block this nigga now. Because I don't even gotta wait to block his ass. I'm block you right now.
Damn.
Your name is Keith Warren? Yeah, well go holler at Keith Sweat, nigga. You want my love and baby. You got me twisted, girl. You got me twisted over you. I know I got what you need right here.
Talk to him.
So, tell me what you want to do. Ass looking nigga. Yeah. You said the Google search don't bring none of this up. Well, sir, I'm here, nigga, to call your bluff. Lying, capping, Reverend Leon, Lonnie Love.
Jennifer Lopez to be questioned in Diddy's trial. Just search that.
Because if you go to Google, it's right there in the top stories.
J-Lo faces court grillings in Diddy's
multiple
trial.
Stories. Liar.
Where you Googling from, though? That maybe that's
the hell wrong with you. Brush your teeth and wash your face, nigga. Get the crust out your ass before you come in here lying. You ain't nothing but Diddy's lawyers, nigga. Period. You a liar, boy.
Boy. Look here, boy.
So as I said to y'all, it goes on to say, this is all in the court filings too. You guys can go look. This ain't, you ain't just got to look in the article. See, these guys, oh, I don't see it in any article. Yeah, because nigga, you dumb, deaf, and blind, nigga. Go pull up all the court filings, nigga. All you gotta do is pull up all the court filings. You can see all the court filings like I do, nigga. Pull up all the court filings. It's in there. What the feds are doing. What their strategy is. So stop lying, nigga. It goes on to say, in the legal filings, Diddy's lawyer argued that the testimony of a key witness in Club New York shooting was patently incredible because he claimed the rapper tried to bribe him. While the witnesses in question was not named, it appeared to refer to Diddy's former chauffeur, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦, who claims he was asked to take blame for the gun found in the car. This is all that's going to happen. Katie Shayla broke it down for you. Matter of fact, shout out to my girl Katie Shayla. Y'all go subscribe to her channel. She just got to 100K. I'm finna play what she said. She broke the whole thing down from the paperwork. See, this is what happens when you read paperwork like we do. We read the paperwork, dog. We don't just come on here talking, nigga. We reading the actual court filings.
They're reading the actual court filings.
I'll let Katie Shayla cook these bones.
Cook these bums.
Bombshell claims that we are learning that the feds want to use against Diddy in his criminal trial. Diddy's nightclub incident with J-Lo might be brought up in his criminal trial. And this is just one of many bombshell claims that we are learning that the feds want to use against Diddy in his criminal trial. So buckle up because it's about to get crazy. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember the 1999 nightclub incident that happened where Shine would end up serving 10 years in prison. And Diddy and J-Lo originally went to jail with Shine, but Diddy was eventually acquitted of all charges. Now the feds are wanting to bring the situation all back up in Diddy's criminal trial. They're wanting testimonies from Diddy's driver, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦, who testified against him in this trial and alleged that he was bribed to take possession of a weapon that Diddy allegedly had that night. The feds are wanting to introduce this under the 404B rule, which is alleged prior bad acts that can be used that have nothing to do with this criminal trial. Right now, Diddy is...
Right. Now let me break that down to y'all. So all these different things, right? They'll say, oh, well, Diddy was acquitted of that case. Doesn't mean nothing. They're saying he was acquitted because he bribed off a driver. So they're going to bring that driver in with his testimony and his evidence to testify against Diddy, even though he has nothing to do with this case, to show a pattern. Along with the evidence they have for the people they are accusing Diddy with. That's what they're doing. They did it to Harvey Weinstein, and they're doing it right here.
To show a pattern.
That is what they're doing. J-Lo, all these people get ready to get called up allegedly. They're lining all of this stuff up to show everybody this is the pattern of things this man has done over his life. He's been able to get away with it because he's allegedly paid these people off. You have people that's come, witnesses that come in saying they was paid off, threatened all these different things allegedly. So they're using all of this stuff with the evidence and proffer agreements to where these people can't be prosecuted for their testimony and further trials and stuff like that. They're showing that to go along with the evidence they already have. This is how you do when you're in court. When you come for the big dogs, you cover all your ends. That's all the feds are doing. And the reason why they let this thing out late is because they don't trust Diddy to let it out early. They didn't want to give him too much time to be able to allegedly do what they think he gonna do. They think he gonna witness tamper. They showed it in court. That's why another reason why he was rejected $50 million bail 3 times.
3 times you've been denied bail.
Let's keep going.
Trying to fight against this situation from being used in court like many of the others that we are about to go over. Diddy adds in how he was acquitted of the situation, and he's saying that the feds want to use this to show that he allegedly engaged in a pattern of obstruction throughout his life. And they say that the government wants to rely on testimony from a man who we know based off how it's written as 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦, because 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗏 testified against Diddy in his criminal trial and alleged that Diddy bribed him with a diamond ring and $50,000 to take possession of the weapon.
On the gun possession and bribery charges against 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 Combs.
This afternoon, jurors sent the judge 2 notes, one of which asked for a transcript of a phone message Combs left Wardell Fenderson, once his driver, now the prosecution's star witness. During the trial, Fenderson testified that Combs was armed the night of the shooting at Club New York, and later pressured him to claim ownership of a pistol police found when they pulled over Combs' Lincoln Navigator as it fled the shooting. And I just want to make you feel like comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Make your family feel comfortable. Also, we know
that was a Diddy recording that they had played at that time. I just want to make you feel comfortable, you know, make your family feel comfortable. Yeah. I'm standing on business, nigga. I'm standing on something, man. Save the young woman. Save these women that's out here getting their ass whooped. Save these people that's out here getting abused against their will, man.
Yep, save them.
1,000 lashes, my nigga. To all of them, not just Diddy. To all of them.
All of them.
Just out here doing this type of foolishness. But we focus on this one right here, right now. Oh yeah, smash the like button as y'all come on in. Talking about they ain't got no evidence. They got a whole lot of evidence. And they finna stretch it out in court.
the woman who was injured, Natanya Rubin, has claimed since 1999 that Diddy was allegedly the one who fired off a weapon in that nightclub that hit her in the face. The next piece of evidence that the feds want to use in Diddy's criminal trial to show prior bad acts is the situation with Steve Stout. Which back in 1999, Diddy was actually arrested and charged with assault in connection to the beating of music executives.
Let's talk about that. They want to use the Steve Stout situation.
I had the opportunity to actually interview Miss Rubin and talk to her personally, and it's on the channel somewhere. Miss Rubin's interview where she talked about the whole thing, and she told a great story, man, and how Shine still owe her money, and her and Shine was friends. They was friends before this incident. They actually recorded in the recording studio. She told the story about how she actually got him into the recording studio with her. So they knew each other. So if they cool with each other, why would Shine shoot her? Huh? Oh, so you just in the club situation and you just got hit by accident. Shine admitted that he didn't do any shooting. He was defending himself, but everybody blamed him to take the fall.
Which
y'all know that.
They want to talk about how Diddy allegedly paid off Steve Stout to get those charges reduced. They're bringing a history of incidents. History. See? You guys don't know who Steve Stout was. Steve Stout. Man, he was big in the music. He's big in the music industry. Steve Stout was over a whole bunch of these guys. But remember, Steve Stout and Diddy got into it over the Nas situation. Remember, Diddy did the music, the track with Nas, Hate Me Now. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now. Diddy allegedly had did an image on that cover of that track
on the cross
that he did not want to be displayed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, about the cross.
From the way the story goes, Steve Stout allegedly still went with it, put it out. Diddy was enraged and allegedly beat the hell out of him with a bottle.
I thought it was a bat, but yeah.
So then Diddy ended up getting charges reduced. He allegedly paid Steve Stout $500,000, got his charges reduced to where he wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, have to do a lot of prison time. They're going to show that, hey, man, this dude paid this dude $500,000 to get his charges reduced. They're showing a pattern of bribery, dog. This is how the feds is lining this dude up. Has nothing to do with this case. They're just showing you all of these things, how this dude have gotten off with all of these things, and now how this pertains to this case. And how they're saying that he bribed people and did all this. So when they come in here, show you their evidence and give you their testimony, not only do we have that, we have all these other incidents where we're showing you he did get off from doing this. That's what the feds doing, dog. The feds lining his ass up. Peep game.
Acts is the situation with Steve Stout, which back in 1999, Diddy was actually arrested and charged with assault in connection to the beating of music executive Steve Stout. Steve Stout claimed that Diddy and two of his bodyguards beat him with their fist, a telephone, a champagne bottle, and a chair. And then Diddy allegedly paid Steve Stout $500,000, and he pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of harassment, and he was sentenced to 1 day of anger management classes. Diddy is saying that the feds also shouldn't be able to use this. He said the alleged 1999 assault of the studio executive Steve Stout should be excluded for similar reasons to those supporting the Club New York incident. Keeps this very short and sweet because this one he did plead guilty to a lesser charge of harassment. But the feds are trying to use this as a layout to show prior bad acts, primarily for the RICO charge. Because
now, not only will that show that, okay, Diddy is a violent dude, they're going to show that. Diddy don't want them to show that. They're going to show that in court. Hey, look, he's done it. He beat this dude over the head with a champagne bottle and chairs. Him and his two guys. So when these people say, hey, this is what Diddy does, and they show y'all the evidence, we not only have that, we have collaborations of other things that he's done similar to this. They're going to show a pattern. This is what you do in court when you walk people down. And that's all they're doing to Diddy. Walking his ass down. 40 cal, hit your leg, go on, walk it out. Huh?
The 1999 nightclub incident and this incident with Steve Stout allegedly involved bodyguards at the time. And this is not even how it ends. We also just learned that the feds are wanting to bring in 4 alleged victims to testify against Diddy for prior bad acts of things that they went through allegedly with Diddy, and one of them is a minor. And based off what we know already.
Now see, that's the thing they don't want to talk about. Why y'all ain't talking about that? That's right. Why y'all ain't talking about it? Why ain't there outrage about that in yellow on your screen? I told y'all, you're going to find out. You're going to find out where people really stand. Why they ain't talking about that? The internet should have been flooded with that. They did what? They brought up a what? Now see, regardless of what you think about all other stuff, we talking about now, we go right here to the little part in yellow right there. What's up with that? Diddy's lawyers put that in the writing. They want all of this excluded. All of this evidence because they know that the jury will be outraged if they heard this. They want all of this excluded. That's not my words. That's Diddy's words. Read it right here. I was never capping. Read that last paragraph at the top. Told y'all this. But the nigga want to get mad at me, I show you niggas paperwork, nigga. It's right there on your screen. Right? Read the last line. The court should exclude the evidence. Diddy's lawyers want all this evidence excluded. That's right. That's right. That's right. Like I said before, where's the anger and outrage? There should be anger and outrage at all of these people. It ain't just Diddy either. It ain't just Diddy either. Trust me, it ain't just him. It ain't just him. But it's funny to me how all these people say, hey man, y'all only go after black dudes. Well, if you got a channel, use your channel to go after everybody. Why you don't use your... See, that's the thing. You don't ever ask these people, why you don't use your channel to go after everybody? You just want to talk about people who going after black folks. Nah, use your channel to go after all the white folks that you say they don't go after too, and make this thing even. Since that's what y'all say they don't do. I'm just saying. I'm cut from a different cloth, baby.
For prior bad acts of things
and
that they...
ain't no bullshit cloth either. I'm cut from a real cloth, nigga.
From a real cloth. I ain't cut from no bull cloth. Man.
That's facts.
That the feds are wanting to bring in 4 alleged victims to testify against Diddy for prior bad acts of things that they went through allegedly with Diddy, and one of them is a minor. And based off what we know already and what we can read in these court filings, These 4 victims are going to be alleging some type of SA that they went through with Diddy in their testimony. But the fact that we are finally seeing minor victim 2 being brought up in this is actually really shocking, because I was waiting to see if any of this was going to happen. But I also find this very interesting because it says minor victim 2. So that makes me think that there is a minor victim 1 that is not in the prior bad acts section. So I'm curious where the other one will come up. There has been a bombshell of new Diddy court filings. And I know I literally just got back from LA doing my TikTok event. I'm going to give you more content on that tomorrow.
Yeah. So it's been a lot of filings. Oh, yeah. But see, these niggas, like I said before, they talking about, ain't no evidence, man. They finna hit this nigga with the goddamn rock bottom, boy. You know what happens when you get hit with the rock bottom? 1, 2, 3, your ass is out of here. But you know what they're gonna do with Diddy? See, they know with Diddy, they're gonna hit this nigga with 3, 4 rock bottoms. They're gonna make sure he don't get up. See what I'm saying? That's right. Now, like I said before, man, gotta stand on business, man. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes you don't want to do it. But sometimes it's necessary. Certain situations is necessary. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just the facts, homie. It's just the facts, man. You know what I mean? Real talk. You know what I mean? And so it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, salute to everybody, support the channel. And I appreciate all y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. You know what I mean? So they didn't reject no $350 million bails for no reason.
For no reason.
The feds did not reject $350 million bails for no reason. All you gotta do is read the paperwork. It's all there. Diddy wants all this stuff excluded. He does not want any of this stuff involved in that case because he knows it's going to show a pattern. He knows it's going to show a pattern. So that's why he wants it all out of the case. I'll be back later on today. He'll be in court later on this afternoon. So I'll be back live from when Diddy's in court. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
That's right. He
like, share, subscribe, salute to everybody. I take my bow.
Friday.
Peace.
He in court right now. Today, Friday. He in court right now, man. So, golly. Dude, this is going to be some crazy circles, man. There's going to be some big, long, crazy circles. From day one, Diddy being arrested. It's been one long, crazy circle, man. And we just still at the top of the circle. We about right here. We ain't even turned to where 3 o'clock at. We still right here. People think we halfway around this thing when it... Can you imagine all them people that went to those parties? Now, they can't determine which party is a party, and then the after party, then the freak off party, then the freaky deaky all day long, all night long party. They can't determine which is which. They just know they're gonna, dude, you gotta talk to somebody like the game. The game said he partied with him for 2 years and all we did was party. So explain that. Hello, we need to bring him in for some questioning. So what kind of party y'all did for 2 years? He was there. Man, there's so many people being named and back and forth. Look here, man. I'm in Sacramento, man, and I need to search and see if I can find something on the latest on the Diddy case right now. Man, I don't know. Hey, y'all let me know if y'all ender, meaning that y'all made it to the end of this video. It's funny because I had to start explaining what this ender mean, because a lot of people was leaving messages saying, what ender? If I'm an ender, what that mean? You are an ender. You ended this video. You made it all the way through. You watched the whole video without skipping, well, you can rewind, but the watch time, man, is views and subscribers, man. Everybody pushing these channels the best and hardest they can. Why should we be any different? We push our channels as hard as we can, man. So there's some live stuff going on I'm looking at. It's all kinds of stuff. So I got to do some research so I can bring y'all some more of what crazy Uncle Mike think about some of this stuff, man. I draw the line at helping people. If you're hurting people, I ain't trying to do all that. In any business, the food business, the entertainment business, the sports business, help people, not helping train people, man. That hurt people. God dang. Why is that so hard? Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.